the band that you need to know if you don't know them already. This band is called Kill What I Adore, and you're listening to Ryan's Rock Show.
You're not a fucking poet, but I am giving you
For your weekly essential, be sure to send us your comments, your questions, and or your suggestions to ryansrockshow.com. I had a chance to meet up with Matt and Lee of Born of Osiris. Listen to what these guys had to say.
Ever since I got into guitar in general, it was for metal music anyways, I thought guitar solos and stuff were cool and all that stuff. So that was really for me, getting into music in general. It was just a heavy side from the start. And I mean, as time went on, I didn't get heavier and heavier. I got more and more at least vast, I guess, as far as what I like. But it ranges now. But originally it was heavy music and stuff.
And you guys are all from Chicago?
Mm-hmm.
What's the scene like there, man?
It's pretty warming, but people are very they're very driven as to what they listen to. It's either this or it's kind of nothing.
Yeah.
So pretty much the whole metalcore outfit. I mean, that's pretty much what everybody digs. But as of recently, there's this huge pop punk fucking Newfound Glory. Don't get me wrong, I used to listen to Newfound Glory a bit, but it's coming back for some reason. I guess we've been gone for a bit. So.
How long have you guys been touring under Born of Osiris?
Since June of last year.
Yeah. Because I know know you guys had like 5 demos under different band names or something?
I mean, we had, before this we were called Rosecrans, which was a drug rehabilitation center that our drummer had went to. Oh, yeah. And when you get signed and we had to like sign things and make everything legal, like we couldn't have that name, so we had to come up with something new. So it was the same band when we were Rosecrans. We put out a demo as that, and before that there had been different band names, but all of that was just like high school stuff. Like we all just got out of high school like last year.
Yeah,
for the most part. So like a lot of it, like, I mean, you could take it like seriously, but it's not like really this band, this group of people right here, you know. But I mean, there's been names ever since like sophomore year of high school, you know. Everyone starts something, everyone starts something.
I wasn't even really a part of it. Like, I joined in like maybe like a week after everybody got signed. Like we had it in the works. So like I was in a band called Mirror Mirror from the area, and we disbanded, and then they're like, yo man, come play guitar for us.
Is that what you wanted to do, like during high school, like touring and stuff?
All of us are the kind of people that really can't put their hearts into something unless, like, we can, but like we can't do things that really don't interest us. So like we're kind of like strong in our feelings, and what we like to do, we do it like, you know. So it's through high school, this is what I always knew that I had to do. If it wasn't this, it would be something in the music industry, just to, like, something to keep me happy, you know, because like what the hell is the point of a good job if you're not like into it?
Yeah. So how'd you guys go about getting signed? And
honestly, we were just like,
they pretty much hit us up.
Really, like on MySpace?
They're like, yo, you know, we like your stuff. Give us a holler. So we hollered back at them.
At the time, some of our lyrics, like since we were in high school and stuff, weren't as serious as they are now. You know, they were kind of funny. They were jokes. Like whatever they wanted to write, they would, like whatever Ronnie and whoever wanted to say, they would say. And like it wasn't for anyone, but like I guess ourselves, maybe just to like, you know, just to get a laugh. I don't know. Like we took it very seriously, but we wanted to be signed. We didn't think it was going to happen so early. So originally they just sent us a message on MySpace, and they were asking us. Sumerian was asking like if we were serious about what we were doing, and we wanted to make a career out of it, if we were just having fun with it. Cause
did they ask that just because of like the songs that you're writing?
I think that was part of it.
Really?
Yeah. And a lot of the old songs, they were really like, there was like samples in them that were kind of trippy and like druggy, I guess, and like so they just didn't know our, you know, how serious we were about it. I'm judging all the aspects of it.
Yeah.
14.
So is like touring different than you expected it to be?
I had toured with my previous band maybe about a year, but it was spread out a lot. So it's not much different, but as far as like exposure is concerned, like the tours that we've been on have been put up by like the biggest booking company in the US. So like
the tour for your old band, were you guys like pretty much doing it DIY?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was like you'd be lucky if you had
like, it was like
people there.
15 or 0.
Yeah.
And we had like one shot of like 200, which is probably
pretty
fluke.
good.
Yeah.
That's real good, dude.
It was wild.
What's it like playing though in front of how many hundreds of kids is it? 1,300 kids. It's a huge jump from, you know, like 20 people at a club.
I think we took it like, although we've gotten to this point like really quickly within a year, like definitely feel blessed about that. But as far as like, every tour kind of gradually like got bigger and bigger. So if we would have hit this tour like a lot earlier, we may have been a little bit more nervous about it. But as our tours go on, they get bigger and bigger, and so this is just the next step, you know. And
really cool.
Sure, it's nothing like too crazy, but it's definitely amazing. Like, no doubt about it. It's such a good feeling, you know.
Do your friends back home look at you differently now? Is there a different vibe?
No, not really. Like everybody's just really supportive because where we come from, like everybody's all about each other. Like in the Midwest, like just big old alliance, you know.
Yeah, it is. I'm from Columbus.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so you know how I heard about you guys? There's this band called Kill What I Adore. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they told me about you guys. I was like, I'll check them out.
Shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's all connected, you know.
Midwest, good family. Like us and Vale Mine after the burial have been like tightest of friends for a long time now. And we've like, as of the last couple of years, we've grown with each other and like been able to tour together and help each other out. And so it's been awesome. Definitely a big fan.
Yeah, for sure. What do you guys think about like LA and different cities in the U.S.?
LA feels like a home away from home.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
You guys party up on the road?
Yeah.
We'll party, but, you know, like if we got a long ass drive, we tend to just, you know, smoke and then drive or whatever. We won't get all fucking wasted or whatever. We actually got in trouble for that shit.
Did you?
Yeah,
We got pulled over. We had a bunch of paraphernalia in our van. They towed our van. They arrested me, and that was actually on our headlining tour.
Just had weed?
No, actually we had no weed at all at the time.
Oh,
We just
okay.
finished smoking it, and we just had like a bong, or no, a bubbler, and like 3 pipes. We had a scale and some stuff like that. They originally thought we were like trafficking drugs across the U.S. and stuff.
They had us out of the van for about 4 or 5 hours. I mean, they pulled us over at like 5, and it took them that long to question us and shit. They found like bottles and shit, but nobody was drinking. Like people, you know, hand a bottle over, like, yo, good show, have some booze, so keep it. You know, we don't want to fucking pour it out. They found that, and then they accused us of being drunk, which nobody was.
That's so crazy, man. Like out here, it's pretty much legal, you know? Like my buddy works at a medical marijuana store. And it's just like everybody smokes everywhere, you know?
Another awesome thing about LA, like, I hate to be the 1,000 million person who said it, but like, amazing weed out here. It ran as it was a time where we were developing as a band and kind of finding out who we really were, because we had to take it a lot more serious, and it wasn't like high school local band kind of thing anymore. So, I mean, it was like a growth period, so some of our label helped us like with some of the ideas and thoughts behind the songs, and our vocalist Ronnie writes, and our keyboard player, he writes some lyrics too, on the first CD at least, and so, I mean, I know some of the songs, they kind of change altogether, like a lot of them can be tied to the title, The New Rain, stuff like that, but I don't know, it's pretty much different for all of it, and not like we didn't really write the lyrics, so
Yeah, for sure.
a bit harder for us to explain it.
Like working with labels and stuff, is it difficult?
It should never be.
Yeah, that's true.
But there are some things that are just a little over the top to say. And I think on the next album, we're going to collaborate a lot and try to get to that point to where we can get that point across and not get, you know, busted up for it.
Yeah. Especially bands coming out, they always have like problems because their label wants them to do one thing or
We actually
something else.
we're really lucky to be in with a good group of guys on Sumerian. Like they're all like it's a good friendship relationship. Like it's not just business all the time. Like you can talk to them like they're your good friend. And like we share the same views on a lot of things as far as where the band is headed. At least like we know where we want to be and they know, and it's an agreement. You know, we're trying to grow together. And so like it's good that we found nice guys that we can have this relationship with, because if we didn't have like a good personal relationship, it would be a hell of a lot harder for us to do this.
Sure.
Very personal people.
Like overall, what have you learned individually that's developed you to who you are now?
As far as I'm concerned, just traveling a lot has opened up that there are a lot of things that are greater than me in this life that I have to deal with. Yeah. So, I mean, like, as far as the life lesson is concerned from touring, like, just gotta enjoy life, man, you know? Even though death's really easy to approach.
Yeah.
Getting through life's a little bit more ballsy. So, I tend to stick to the road, you know?
Does time take a different form? Does it seem longer? Does it seem shorter? What's it feel like?
Well, I mean,
to you?
like when we're driving, it's kind of weird. Like fucking driving takes fucking forever, man. But, like you get to the show, like everything that you drove and like worked up to that point, like we get 25 minutes on a stage and then it's like done. So like we got this whole fucking slow approach to this great thing, and then it's done, and then we're doing the drawn out time period again. But yeah, time does change, and it affects touring a lot, for sure.
You see the world differently, obviously. Do you see people differently?
Yeah,
Touring now?
definitely.
Just to see a bigger group of people. Like before this band, I had never really actually I've gone anywhere really besides like Chicago. Like I'd been to Colorado and Arkansas for family. And past that, like I hadn't done anything really. So it was just like everything I like know about it today. It pretty much started with this band. As far as like getting to know people in other states and their tendencies and stuff.
That's crazy. And you notice different cultures in like every city you go to?
Totally.
As well, accents. Yeah, people think we have them, but like we're just like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's great. You guys sound normal to me, but I'm from the Midwest too, so I can't really say anything. But you were mentioning something about how this kind of makes you feel like there's something bigger than just you.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that?
Shit, man, it's tough, dude, because there's a lot of questions that have answers that nobody's ready for, you know? It's like, when I say something's like greater than me, I mean there's more for me to understand. But, you know, we just gotta keep, you know, moving along before we can figure shit out.
Does it make you feel more spiritual, or like do you ever find yourself thinking in like a more spiritual way than maybe you did before?
No God.
Really?
No God, man.
That's cool.
It's just the six of us personally are not religious. That's cool. But so no, not in a spiritual way, but like you know, you grow inside yourself. I guess
Humanly way.
Yeah.
Do you believe in destiny?
Fucking destiny, man. I kind of feel like there's something that picks a certain person out of a crowd because that person is like more enlightened than somebody else.
Yeah.
And then that person is guided through their life, you know? Like I've always wanted to be in a band. I've always wanted to tour and shit, and I've worked at it. And I know for a fact that like I'm not the only person that contributed to it. Like there are many people around, and some people I don't even know. Like are fans, you know? Like I don't know every fan. We don't know every fan, but there are people helping us along the way, which is pretty sweet.
That's really cool. This kind of changes the subject a little bit, but like, do your family support this? Like,
yeah, totally.
It's kind of, I mean, everyone's parents have a different level of commitment to this and support, but for the most part, you know, everyone's happy or at least excited that we're doing something that not everyone gets a chance to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Even if nothing more than that.
Where do you guys see it going? What do you want Born of Osiris to be?
That's a pretty good question. I want to play at Bonnaroo.
As long as I would just like to be able to live. But, you know, none of us are like trying to be like rich as hell or some shit. And, like, if we could just live and live happy most of all, above anything, then I would be definitely, you know, happy with this. You know.
We're strapped as of now, like we get $15 a day, and House Blues got this sick catering, dude. It's like, it's pretty easy for us to get along, but like, when you come home and like, you just want to like chill and write and stuff, like, it actually helps a lot that, you know, bands do get paid, because like, when they get home, it's hard to have creativity when you're worried about, like, you know, focusing on making money to help yourself survive, you know? So you either have to, like, be creative or, you know, give up your creativity. Give up your creativity.
Do you ever feel discouraged?
No.
Really?
No. Never. None of us.
Like, even if it's a bad show, we're
still gonna go to the next one.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know, I mean, tour is like a different life, so I mean, there's things that can bum you out, but there's like a lot more things that'll make you happy, so like, there's nothing really that discourages me, and I don't think anyone else feels that at all. It's just like a good ride.
The emotions can get extreme though, because like, you know, you're in a van fucking 2,000 miles away from your house. You can't just go home and talk to your ma, or like go home and talk to your girlfriend. Like, you gotta fucking stick it out, man.
How do you guys maintain like relationships over the road, like with your girlfriends and stuff?
Always.
Really, like long distance kind of thing?
for sure. I mean, it's the only option you have. But you got to rely a lot more on trust, you know?
Yeah.
Make sure messaging for nudes.
You're like, send me a titty shot.
Please.
Oh,
Fucking
man.
crazy out here, dude.
What do you tell like younger bands and stuff that want to do what you're doing?
Yeah, just fucking work at it. I mean, it takes a fucking work ethic to get to this point, so. I mean, if you don't put in what you want to get, like that's the saying that everybody uses. You're not gonna, you don't put in. I don't even know how it goes. I know it in my head, but I can't say it over the mic for some reason.
No, I know what you mean though. Like, I think that, especially with bands, I think if bands stick with it, regardless of what size they are, if it's just a touring band, if you stick with it and you tour and you go through it, eventually you're going to get to where you want to go. But I think that's true with like everything.
It is very true. Very, very true.
I don't know. I'm a firm believer of the American dream. At least I try to be. So.
As far as what?
What?
Like what? As far as what?
Just in general, I like to think that people can accomplish what they want to accomplish if they stick with it,
Honestly, my dad, corny as this is, was always telling me, like, because this has always been my dream since I was, like, 9 or 10, and, like, since I knew what, like, living a life with one job was, and, like, comprehended that, like, I knew that this is what I wanted to be doing, but, it was just, like, the only, like, as far as people, like, you could do whatever you want to do, like, really, like, you can do what you put your mind to, whatever, that sounds gay, but, like, that's the truth, like, really the only person that can, like, stop you is yourself, so, like, really, if you put in all your effort and all your energy into this, like, there's no way in hell you're not going to succeed, like, if you really fucking put your mind to it, like, there's nothing that's going to stop you, except for yourself, like, you're going to give up, or you're going to think it's too hard, like, it's problems with yourself that'll make you fail. Like, people can say whatever the hell they want, like, discourage you, it's a big business, it's hard to succeed in, but, like, fuck that, man, like, it's all about what you want to do and how hard you want to try at it.
Thanks to the guys in Born of Osiris for coming on the show. We leave you this week shining some limelight on a band. They're called the Black Dahlia Murder. We'll see you next week on Ryan's Rock Show.